2006, the Indianapolis Colts were on top of the football world. Led by Peyton Manning with Tony Dungy on the sidelines and Bill Polian in the front office, Indy had become the model of consistency. But just a few years later, it all fell apart. This is the fall of the Indianapolis Colts. 2011 was a nightmare. Peyton Manning missed the season with a neck injury, and the Colts, once perennial playoff contender, finished 2-14. That collapse led to a house cleaning. Bill Polian, the architect of the franchise, was fired. His son, GM at the time Chris Polian, was let go too. In came Ryan Grigson, a first-time GM paired with a new head coach in Chuck Pagano. And with the number 1 overall pick in the 2012 draft, the Colts drafted Andrew Luck, touted as the best quarterback prospect since, well, Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck was that guy. The Colts went 11-5 in his first 3 seasons. In 2012, in Luck's rookie season, the Colts went 11-5 and lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion Ravens in the wildcard round. In 2013, they had the same record and had a historic comeback against the Chiefs. In 2014, they hit their peak, reaching the AFC Championship and losing in blowout fashion to Tom Brady's deflated balls. But underneath the surface, cracks were forming. Grigson made flashy moves, trading a first-round pick for Trent Richardson, signing aging veterans like Andre Johnson and Frank Gore, drafting players like Bjorn Warner in round 1. Meanwhile, the offensive line, the unit protecting the franchise quarterback, was ignored for years. Luck was getting hit a lot, and the roster, it just wasn't built to last. By 2015, it was clear the Colts were wasting Andrew Luck's prime. Grigson was fired after the 2016 season. Enter Chris Ballard, respected around the league as a draft-savvy football guy. And at first, things looked promising. Ballard focused on the trenches, drafting Quentin Nelson. Colts bounced back in 2018, going 10-6 and winning a playoff game against the rival Houston Texans. Then, disaster struck again. Andrew Luck suddenly retired in 2019 at just 29 years old. And just like that, the Colts were once again without a franchise quarterback. What followed was a carousel of quarterbacks. Jacoby Brissett, then Phillip Rivers, who gave Indy one decent playoff run in 2020, losing to the Buffalo Bills in the wildcard round before retiring. Then Carson Wentz, an all-in trade that blew up in their faces when he melted down in Jacksonville in 2021. Matt Ryan in 2022, who was well past his prime. No stability, and by now fans were asking, was Ballard really that guy to lead the rebuild? In 2022, head coach Frank Reich was fired mid-season, and then came the wildest move of all. Owner Jim Irsay hired Jeff Saturday, a former Colts center with 0 NFL or college coaching experience, as interim head coach. The result? Total chaos. No pun intended. The Colts blew a 33-point lead to the Vikings, the biggest collapse in NFL history. Ballard survived, but the franchise was clearly spiraling. In 2023, the Colts went bold. They drafted Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson, an athletic freak with sky-high potential, but limited college starts. Shane Steichen was brought in from Philly to lead him. In the early signs, they were exciting, but Richardson's rookie year ended prematurely due to a shoulder injury. Again, the Colts were asking, what if? 2024, Anthony Richardson came back from this shoulder injury. He looked pretty good. Big arm, fast, fun to watch, made some plays, made some mistakes, typical second-year stuff. Shane Steichen was still calling the shots. His offense was creative, at least when Richardson was upright. O-line held together for once, and the defense showed flashes. They were in the playoff race, didn't exactly dominate, but they hung around, better tthan the disaster years at least. Ballard's still somehow the GM, and everyone's just kind of hoping this version of the rebuild is the one. So now it's 2025. Steichen looks alright, the roster's okay, maybe this is the start of something, maybe it's just another chapter in the endless cycle of almost. We'll see.